I'm sitting here with Mr. Glenn and Miss Charlotte Castleman. How y'all doing today?
Very well.
Good.
Very well.
Good.
All right. Well, how did y'all end up here? And did you start at Tennessee Tractor around the same time or at different points?
Go ahead.
Glenn started first, actually.
I started in 2019, I believe, about September of 2019 at the Union City store.
And I didn't start until 2020. And that's when Michael Cantrell was looking for somebody to replace Miss Rita that was his assistant in here. And we go to church together, so he asked if I'd be interested in it. And I was, and that's how it came to be. And it's been the best. It's been the best.
And Mr. Glenn, I know you've done more than one job. What can you kind of walk us through the jobs you've done here?
Yes, I was hired in via Michael Cantrell over there at the Union City store, and I was hired in to deliver, okay? And so I worked there delivering mowers, equipment, whatever they needed me to do. And then the sales call came, and I took on the small ag sales position at the Union City store, and I remained at that position until I got an invitation, I guess, from Justin Baker and Matt Cowan to take over the responsibilities of the safety program here at Tennessee Tractor.
And what's it been like working for the same company while being married?
It's been great.
It has.
I mean, the
It
same
has.
schedule.
Yeah.
We've never had schedules that even remotely resembled each other.
That's right.
So this one, the same days off, it's been great.
It's made our lives very easy to manage, let's say it that way. You know.
And for someone who doesn't know, what do each of y'all do day to day?
I am the store administrator at Martin, and I also do some corporate work for Scott Daly, and sometimes for Robert Marbury, and sometimes for Chris Turnage, and anybody that asks, really, that needs any kind of reports or anything done, I work on that. I work with Michael closely on the inventory management that he does, and try to keep equipment straight, and just this and that, mostly.
Well, as for me, my top priority is to keep people safe. So whatever programs we've implemented, it's not because I came up with those as much as it was needed. And so we found ways to keep us safe here at Tennessee Tractor. We're never 100%, but we strive for that every day. Everybody comes to work in one piece, and everybody gets to go home in one piece, and so that's what we do. Along with that, I help manage the asset inventory as to the locations of where trucks and trailers and forklifts and all that is located, and to keep up with that, to assist Stephanie so that we don't have our guys running around on expired tags and those kind of things. Also, along with that, we keep up with the repairs of the vehicles, be sure that we are in compliance with DOT regulations, and so therefore we try to manage that as well. And then we also have a program in which it's called the Drive Safe program, in which we all participate in as a rule, and that helps us to manage our driving skills. Mine have eroded immensely, but I still manage to stay in the top 10 from time to time. But most of our guys are good drivers, and so it has been I think it helps us all to be better drivers. So that's pretty much what I do from day to day.
Now I need y'all to be honest here. Who talks more about work at home?
Probably me, and it's not because of any of a stressful situation. I reckon we are positive people, so we try to talk as much as humanly possible about the positive things that are going on in our work environments.
And I mean, there are times that we have to say, okay, we're done. We got to put that away. We're done. But for the most part, I mean, if you enjoy what you do all day long, and then you enjoy your time with who you're with in the evening, you're gonna talk about the things you enjoy, or you're gonna talk about the things of your day. So, you know. But now he does talk more about it than I do. He does.
Guilty as charged.
What's something y'all have done here that made you realize how important your role is?
You want to go first?
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
I have to think
So,
about it.
I think that talking with especially our techs, and their responsibilities towards themselves as far as safety is concerned, I've tried to use the idea of, would you change your mind on how you were accomplishing your task if you had your grandson or your child taped to your leg? Would it change the way that you would work? Would you take those unnecessary risks? So when I see that light up in their eyes, for me that's success, because it brings it home that it's important every day that they work in a very tough environment and a very good possibility that you can get hurt if you're not careful. So maybe when you see that light up in their eyes, I think they get the message.
I think mine has been to be a have a calming effect on the Martin store, especially, because so much does come through the store administrator position. I've tried to make sure that I'm basically a happy person all the time, so I try to make sure that stays a focus and that people feel welcome to come and talk to me about anything with the store or anything. I've tried to, if there's a problem, I don't care where the problem came from. All I care about is what we can do to make it better. I'm not a blame placer, so I don't try to do that. Like I said, I try to figure out what we need to do to fix the problem and then what we need to do to prevent it the next time. And I think people appreciate that. I think that that's with the tickets that get run, as far as the deposit goes, basically with the salesmen for anything that goes in their sales paperwork. If we can find the mistake before it gets to corporate, that saves corporate time, that saves the salesman time. And I guess I just sort of adopted the idea that I would make it my job to make it better for the next person. And whatever that takes, I don't look at something and think, well, that's not really my job, that's somebody else's job. I just try to do what I can to make the office easier, the store to run smoother, and my coworkers and my friends here to be happier and to be content in their place also.
Well, when you look back, what are each of you either most proud of your time here, or maybe just what you enjoyed most? Any specific memories thinking back on your time at Tennessee Tractor?
Well, for me, it's the associations that I've been able to make, I believe, for the most part, lifelong associations. I came up as a youngin' in the 60s in an agricultural world, but nothing like it is today, okay? So I've had to learn like everybody else has with all the changes that are occurring. But the bottom line is I'm really, really happy to come to work every day because I believe I'm truly trying to make a difference. And like I say, I think I have, because the guys and the folks that I visit with, I'm just one of them. I'm just one of them. I'm not anything but old Glenn, and that's the way I want to keep it.
I've enjoyed everything about working for Tennessee Tractor. This company is, well, first of all, farming is a family-oriented business. Normally, often, it's passed generation to generation. And Tennessee Tractor, to me, embraces that family idea. Case in point. And we're not the only couple that's works for this company. And they encourage family, and they encourage friendship, and they make it easy to work for Tennessee Tractor. It makes it a pleasure most days to work for Tennessee Tractor. I've enjoyed it all.
Well, what are y'all going to miss the most about working here, and if there's anything living in Tennessee?
Grandkids.
Well,
You know, our kids and our
headlights coming,
grandkids.
tail lights going.
Yeah, our grandkids.
But as far as our work here, missing, it's all about people, really. You'll miss the people more than anything because, like I said a while ago, it's lifelong associations. And I'll just miss Tennessee Tractor as a whole. It's a great company. I would advise anybody who wants to come to work here, strive to come to work here, because it's not a good company, it's a great company. And I believe that with all my heart. It has been good to me, it's been good to us, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Wouldn't trade it for the world. So what will I miss? Yes, the grandkids and family and all that. I miss this, but as always, we got to press forward. We got to move forward, you know, and that's part of life, you know.
This has just been a dream for us for years, many, many years. We've thought about doing this and talked about someday maybe we could. And now, while we're still healthy, while we're still active, while we're able to, we're going to chase the dream, you know. And our kids and our grandkids will get to come see us, and they love this dream too. So, you know, we're fortunate in that some families need the grandparents to be there to help raise the grandchildren, but our kids are fabulous parents, and they don't need us for that. And what they do need us for won't change and won't end. As far as Tennessee Tractor, I'll miss everything about it. When I say a great place to work, I really mean it. When I say good, caring people to work with, I really mean it. Friends that have become family.
And the dream is moving to Florida, so what finally made y'all decide that it was time to move down there?
Well, for me, at 68 years old is where I am, pressing on to 69 if the good Lord wills that I live to be that. So I figure there's a lot less in front of me than there is behind me. So while I am able, I intend to work, because that's what I do. I get up every day with the idea of going to work, and I'll be working for somebody, somewhere, somehow. But I'll enjoy that. So there's my dream, is while I've got my health, is to get out there and experience life perhaps differently than I've ever done it before. Certainly living in Florida is a good way to do that, don't you think?
Yeah, and that's what we're doing. It's a dream, chasing a dream.
That's
you know, some people don't get the opportunity to do that, and so we just looked at each other and said, "Let's go for it." You know, let's take an adventure, and that's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Well, if you could say one last thing to the team or the customers you've worked with over the years, what would it be?
I love y'all. It has been the best. 5 fabulous years. 5 years of friendship and family and relationships that I hope don't end simply because we don't share the same zip code.
That's right. For me, I don't like to say bye. I just say see you. So when you're coming down that road and there's an old fella standing on the side of the road, he might be peddling tomatoes. It just might be me. So don't look away. So I expect I'll run into some of these folks, because where we are is going to be the French Riviera for all of southern USA, so to speak. So y'all come on. I'll be looking forward to seeing you. us get together.
Well, we appreciate you, Mr. Glenn. We appreciate you, Miss Charlotte, and everybody at Tennessee Tractor is going to miss y'all, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.